Hey love bugs, so today is a haul video. Some of these products I definitely purchased myself, some were given to me, some are repeats, things that I needed to repurchase, some are fun limited edition type of situations and unique items as well. So I hope that you enjoy. If you are new, welcome, welcome. We appreciate you being here and joining my Cake Face family by pressing that subscribe button. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. Let's get started. I am not joking when I say I have a lot to show you guys. Let's start with foundations. The Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation Concealer. When I placed my Ulta order, they included this little guy. It's in the shade Cork. So let me know if you want to see a review on this. I have definitely used this foundation before, so I kind of have an idea, and I've used it on clients. It's nice to have a little mini one for myself because it is a very full coverage foundation, and I've been all about full coverage recently for some reason. I'm excited to have this and use it. Alright, I was also gifted this little guy. So I did have a shade of this already given to me by the same person, but it is quite fair. So she gave me a new shade which I think matches me a little bit better. I think it's still a little light for me, so it'll be great for when I lose the tan that I've got right now. And it's in the shade Soft Ivory. But I can definitely make it work, especially when I blend it in really well or if I mix it in with other things. It's a really lovely lightweight foundation, and Wet n Wild makes really great products in general, so that's no surprise, and it's very affordable. I definitely like this for a cruelty-free affordable foundation option. From the same people, I also received the Milani Conceal Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I would put this up against my high-end foundations. It's so good. And again, I already had this foundation, but in the old lightest shade, which was number 1. This one is number 0, I believe. This is a shade that matches me at the moment, and I do have a little bit of a tan, so thank you Angelica and Charlie and Lana for all of your lovely gifts. They also gave me from Milani as well. You guys know I love Milani. Some of my Holy Grail products are from them. And I've been wanting to try these 6-pan palettes from Milani, and they gave me this one here, which is the Vital Brights number 6, and I've worn it quite a few times already, and it is too cute. Very pigmented, and they blend together really nicely. Let me just blend these together so you can see how beautiful they are. They gave this to me and I was like not even paying attention to what was going on. I was just sitting there blending all the different colors, doing as many different combinations as I could. YSL All Hours foundation. That is what I'm wearing today and has been my new favorite. It does have a strong scent that smells like a chemically cucumber type scent. It's not my favorite. You guys know I prefer when my face products and my makeup products don't have scents, but it doesn't irritate my skin, unlike the next foundation I'll talk about. But every time I wear it, I get compliments in person. It's really beautiful and it stays put for a long time. It is a natural matte and medium buildable coverage, and it has SPF 20. It doesn't come with a full 1 ounce and it is pricey, but I am loving it. I do love the formula. I think it's gorgeous on the skin. And then we've got another matte foundation. This one is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Cover. It has SPF 15. If you are familiar with the original Estee Lauder Double Wear, supposed to be like the Double Wear except very full coverage. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that the YSL shade I have is BD30. This shade is 1N3 Creamy Vanilla, and it matches me really nicely. It's a little bit pinker than my skin, but not by much, and it is full coverage. It really is. It wears beautifully. It applies very, very matte, but then throughout the day it's not as matte, and it's not the most subtle foundation. It's definitely full coverage. Anyway, I'll have a full video on my thoughts on this, and feel free to check that out if you are interested in this particular foundation. If anything I mentioned in this video you would like to see a more in-depth review video on, definitely let me know and I'll try and make that for you. I also repurchased my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder. You guys know I use this every time I do my makeup. This powder is phenomenal for texture. It really just smooths everything out and gives you a nice veil. I do recommend the loose powder over the pressed, and yes, love it. Speaking of powder, I was gifted this Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder, and there's also a medium to deep loose translucent setting powder from Laura Mercier, which I would like to get my hands on for my kit. But this is what I use on almost all skin types. On me, I prefer other powders on myself, but on most skin types this is just so good. It makes the skin look beautiful, very smooth and velvety, and it makes makeup last all day. So along with that powder, I was also gifted this large Laura Mercier sponge, which they do recommend to use with the powder and roll the powder on. The Laura Mercier rep told me that the sponge is really what you should be using with the powder. I find that when I do that on myself, I put on maybe too much powder, but on most people I think that is a really good idea. Anyway, so there's that as well. So one of my friends gave me a highlighter from the brand NARS, and it's in the shade Miss Liberty, and it's a peachy highlight with shimmer in it. I've used it a few times, and I would say it's actually fairly subtle, but it has beautiful sort of silver reflex. I don't know if you can see it up in here. Yeah, it's really pretty. Speaking of highlighters, I have a very exciting highlighter, and it's actually on my cheeks right now. Do you see that glow? Yes, yes. This highlighter I find does accentuate my texture like a lot. Like sometimes I'm just like, my skin just doesn't look so great and it's just showing everything. Like you can see all of these pores and it's kind of intense. But let me tell you what the highlighter is. It's Fuego from Dose of Colors. It's the Desi and Katie collection, and man, I just think it's so pretty. It is a golden highlight, and I was really excited to have a golden highlight because most of my highlighters are pink toned, and I have a couple golden ones, but I really have been reaching for them more recently, and that is it. And that was one swipe. This stuff is super pigmented. I know my friend also purchased this highlighter and hers is so not pigmented. Like, it's pretty dull. So yeah, I don't know. The consistency isn't consistent. The other Desi Katie item that I picked up is the Dose of Colors, what's this called? The Girls? I think it's called the Girls eyeshadow palette. And these are the shades. They're absolutely beautiful. They're named after Desi and Katie's dogs, the shade names. You're supposed to use your fingers with these. 2 of them you're supposed to wet, and it makes it kind of high maintenance, and they're definitely like pops. Wow, I just whacked myself. Pops of color. They're like the icing on top of the cake, just right for on the lid or the inner corner. I do have this one on the inner corner of my eyes today. I've been reaching for these a lot, but it is an extra step to like think, oh, do I need to wet my finger for this or what? Like, whatever. Anyway, they're very pretty, and I think the colors are fairly unique for being fairly neutral. They're really, really stunning. I picked up 2 lip shades. Actually, I also picked up some lip shades from Hourglass, but I'm thinking of doing a separate video on all the shades I have from them, so we'll save that for another time. These 2 are from NARS. This one here is the color I'm wearing on my lips, and and it's a lavender gray. Very unique, really pretty. A little bit less purple than the shade Dominique, and this one is the shade Dale, and it's a new one that you can get from their website. And I love it. I think it's really cool and different, and I know it can kind of make you look a little dead, but I think it's cool. I love colors like that. Power Matte Lip Pigment in the shade American Woman, and I have a couple of these lip pigments, and this one is the most neutral of the tones that I have. It's a Your Lips But Better type of rosy shade. Definitely my type of shade too. By the way, I've also picked up a few samples from Sephora of different new products, including the Becca primer that's for smoothing, and I've been using that for a while now, and I have kind of figured out what I think. So if you guys want to see a review on that, I could do that. But I was going to move on to liquid highlighters. I received a couple liquid highlighters from different brands. This one is from Josie Maran. It's the Argan Moonstone Drops. It's a makeup priming and highlighting oil. So I was really interested in trying this out. I haven't tried it out yet. I just received it. I did swatch it last night. I did notice that it separates, so that's why I'm shaking it really well. And it has a pearlescence to it. Comes with this little dropper with a fat tip, and it's very liquidy. It has a very strong scent. I'm not even sure how to describe it. It smells like an essential oil. You see that luminescence? So it's a very natural pearly oil that sets pretty quickly, but it still feels hydrating, and it's very pretty. I have a feeling this is one of those things that a little goes a long way, and that will look beautiful on my dry skin. So I'm excited to try that out. And that reminds me, I should pull out my Josie Maran foundation, that Vibrancy foundation. I haven't used that in a while. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Radiance Drops. Unlike the Josie Maran one, this one's definitely more golden. It's down there. It's a little bit more intense than the Josie one. It feels a little bit greasy still. I wonder if I shook it enough. It also has specks of glitter. Very fine micro shimmer, so. But obviously I have to try them out to really see what I think. If you guys wanted, I could do a video comparing all of my liquid highlighters if you'd like. It could be like a swatch fest and sort of like mini reviews, and I can rank them for most intense, my overall favorite, longest lasting, best for what skin types, best for mixing, etc. So if you're interested, definitely comment in the comment section. So this one is the Way Dry Shampoo Foam. I'm excited to try this. I ran out of dry shampoo, so this is really nice. I've been meaning to pick some up, but I don't know. I don't really buy hair products like ever, so this is, yeah, like a foam. I've used it a couple times when I was at work at Sephora and liked it, so I don't know. I normally use the Living Proof one, but I think this one's pretty nice. You have to like shake it and then it foams out and you just work it into your roots. I didn't notice it leaving like a white cast or anything because it's not like powdery. Okay, and then another hair product that I used today for the first time and loved is the Caviar Anti-Aging Dry Oil Mist from Alterna. Alterna has some of my favorite hydrating hair products for my dry hair. So yes to this. This is super exciting for me because you just spray it on after, I don't really do anything to my hair, so I just let it dry and then I can just spray this on and it brings down the frizz and makes things a little bit shinier without weighing it down. So the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, it's a primer and moisturizer in one. It has hyaluronic acid and it's just really nice and hydrating, and I use it underneath my makeup. It is nice, but I have found that sometimes it can be a little bit weird with certain foundations. But overall, I do like it. So I just have to figure out what it works with and what it doesn't work with. I received a face cleanser from First Aid Beauty. This one is the Pure Skin face cleanser. And then I received a Lancome mascara. I think it's a mascara. I've never seen this before, so we'll give it a try. And then I received the Boscia Pore-Effecting White Charcoal Mattifying Treatment Primer. This is better for oily skin types, so I'll be passing this on because I don't have oily skin. I got the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronzer for fair to light skin. I'm very excited about this product because a friend of mine told me that it's really beautiful. So I haven't tried it yet, but so it's very light. That is pretty. It looks like it's gonna blend nicely. Oh, I'm excited about that. I've been really into bronzers lately. So from Smashbox, I got this bag. It's cute. It's like a jelly bag. The inside is filled with random products. So from Bobbi Brown, I've got the Instant Full Cover Concealer in the shade Beige. Let's see how this looks. I'm a little bit wary of this texture. It's like, it does look pretty once I blend it out. That color is perfect. Herbivore Blue Tansy Clarity Mask. Ooh, I am gonna try this. My skin has been a hot mess. The sample size. This is the Pharmacy Honey Drop Lightweight Moisturizer in a sample size. I've got the Herbivore Balancing Facial Oil, the Needles No More from Dr. Brandt, No More Baggage for eye depuffing. From Benefit, I received the Foolproof Brow Powder. It's in the shape of a brow. This just makes me laugh. I feel like the packaging is so bulky. Why, Benefit? Why? Why you gotta do that? It has instructions on the mirror, and it's kind of funny that it has a little mirror. And then it's got a little sponge tip applicator. Why you gotta make this so bulky? So much of this space is just not being used because of the shape they did. Anyway, the color looks good. So we've got a few lipsticks, 3 to be precise. I've got the Sephora collection. What's this called? The cream, you know, they're liquid to matte lipstick in the shade 14. It does look really pretty. I don't have the shade. It's really perfect for fall, so I'm excited to use that. I love the formula of these. So good. And then we've got the NARS lipstick in Orgasm. This looks like this. It's a peachy sheer color with gold shimmer. It takes quite a few swipes to build up the color of this formula, but it's pretty. From the new Bite formula, this is the shade Candied, and it's basically a liquefied lipstick. It's not matte. So that is that. Charlotte Gainsbourg NARS collection, and this one is a dark green eyeliner. Oh, so pretty. It goes on so smooth too. Really excited to try that. And I've got 2 multiples, and this one is in the shade Joe. These are sheer, which I was really excited about. You can use this on eyes, lips, cheeks. That's so pretty. That's so pretty. I prefer these ones over the original multiples from NARS. It's really pretty too. That one is the shade Jeanette. Alright, lovely people, so I hope that you enjoyed this haul. That is all for now. I will catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.
So it's been a nice little guy to look forward using. Wow. Talking. And then 2 shush!